time. Salute the real is about to begin. I'm going up now. I'm going up right now. We keep it real. We don't sugarcoat anything. We say what you are afraid to say. Get your whiskey. Get your
Eat your body.
cigars.
Yes.
And here we go. Hello, hello, hello. Second episode. Welcome. I am your host, Brandon Cooper. My producer and lovely wife, Candace Cooper, is here with me. Shout out to Miss Candace. How are you feeling this evening?
I am feeling wonderful. How are you?
Man, poor man trying to make it, man. We trying to enlighten the world. We trying to hook the world up with some good info, but we also trying to have a little fun. I hope y'all had time to get your whiskey. If you're inside like I am, get your vape instead of your cigar. Or, hey, if your wife don't mind, if you smoke, then hey, get your cigar inside too. Okay? Alright. First of all, I want to give a few shout outs. Shout out to all my truck drivers. Shout out to all those truck drivers that have been listening. Some of y'all have been reaching out to me, contacting me, let me know that me and Candace need to continue with the hour-long show. Hey, man, one guy even asked me to go 2 hours. I'm like, nah, bro, we ain't got time for that. But, hey, shout out to y'all. They told me, I've heard multiple times that on those long rides, it's good to listen to podcasts, different shows like that. That keeps their minds occupied and keeps them focused on the road. So, hey, man, we're happy to help y'all out. Continue to listen to us. It's only going to get better. We're still rookies right now, but we're excited about this project and where it's going to lead. So, continue to listen to us. We appreciate y'all, man. Much love. All right. Shout out to all those also that are helping us out with the Clash of Texas movie. All right, the movie. That's a $500,000 project. So we're busting our butts right now to get sponsors and completing grants and also applying for loans. If you know anyone that may be interested in hearing our proposal and investing into this mega project that is going to reach thousands of kids, guys, and that's in this community and across Texas, and also other states that come. Please contact myself or Candace regarding that project. This show is also sponsored by the hard workers at Cooper Young Enterprises. Thanks to all our employees that continue to grind for us day to day and for themselves and support their households and the youth in this community that benefit from the Austin Honey Badgers Track Club. All right, Cooper Young Enterprises. We clean, so you don't have to. All right, we got our whiskey. Take your shot. All right, here we go. Without further ado, let's get into the topic for tonight. Shero, the woman that believes she can change a man. All right, guys. How many people know a Shero? A hero, let me explain first. A hero is somebody that comes in and does amazing things. I grew up watching He-Man. For those that liked cartoons growing up, He-Man was one of my favorite cartoons. He-Man would come in and save the day from Skeletor and people who were evil when they attempted to take over the castle and create evil around that world that they were in. All right. Shero is somebody, in my opinion, and the way we're using her tonight, Shero is somebody who attempts. She believes she loves projects. Okay, she loves project men. When I say project men, she loves the fixer upper. She loves the man that if I can just work my magic here, work my magic there, you know, I can make this man what I desire for him to be. And because I spend my time making this man what I desire for him to be, he's going to love me. He's going to appreciate me. He's going to do everything that I would like for him to do because he's going to be grateful but for everything that I've done for him. Okay? That's the woman that we're talking about tonight. We're talking about the Shero. We're talking about the woman that believes she can change that man into the ideal man that she would like for him to be. So last week we talked about the woman that didn't deserve. You don't qualify, basically. We talked about that woman. We talked about the great man. On paper anyway. He might not necessarily been a great man when it comes to, just, who you want to be with, his heart and all that, and being the person that's going to focus on you like you focusing on him. Not necessarily like that because he's too into himself. This week we're going to talk about the woman that might have her stuff together. She's got it together. She's definitely got it together more than the man that she is looking to spend her time or invest her time and money into. Okay, so that's the woman we're talking about this week. And this week, women, don't fret. I know. It seemed like last week I was going in when it came to the women, but at the end you saw that I brought it back and I talked about women were always talking about this certain guy, this certain type of amazing guy, and if I can just be with him, my life will be complete. And you're chasing this guy that you don't qualify for. And I basically said at the end of that thing, I said, the minute you stop chasing that guy you've been dreaming about, you'll find the guy that's been dreaming about you. So basically, there is a guy that's out there that you do qualify for, because you qualify for love. Okay, so we're adding a second part to this because I want to make sure that women know that I'm not here to hurt them. I'm not here to hurt women at all. I'm here to keep it 100 with women, and I want to tell them, there are certain things that I've seen over the years. Like I said last week also, these are the words. This is the life of a country boy who keeps it 100. I keep it real. All right? So here we go. Tonight we're talking about the Shero. We're talking about the woman who believes that she can change a man. All right, so first of all, there are certain type of men that a woman should look to put her efforts, her money, her time into, okay? There are certain type of men out there that a woman should look to do these things with, okay? However, many times, we see the woman choose a guy that don't make sense for her. We see her choose what they call a bad boy. We see her choose a guy that does not bring quality to her life, okay? Tonight I'm going to talk about a few guys that don't bring quality to this woman's life. And these are just a few. Trust me, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of men that we can describe here, because we can get a lot deeper with this and we could get a lot more real with this and go into one that I did leave off that probably would have been the next one on this list is the abusive guy. The abusive guy. I left that one off tonight because that one right there, we like to have a little fun here, and trust me, we're gonna have some very serious shows, But we like to have a little fun. I'm having a little fun with this, guys. I don't really want to go into the abusive guy because then I get loud and get angry. But yes, the abusive guy is a guy that you cannot change. If he is abusive verbally or physically, you can't change that guy, and nor should you try to change that guy. That guy need his ass locked up. He don't need to be with no women. All right, he need to be somebody's woman at that jail. That's my opinion on that guy. All right, and I don't care who hears it. If you are that guy, you ain't worth a damn. Okay, that's my point on him. All right.
You actually have a comment about that.
All right. Yeah, because I sure can't see up there. Let's see. Ricardo. My boy Richard, back CKT. Where's she at? Just kidding. Good topic, bro. Working in corrections. I've seen a lot of those women get into relationship with inmates. I've never understood that. Say, Richard. That's a whole... Of course, I worked at the prison as well. I worked at the prison for 2 years. Shout out to all my people down in Huntsville. I worked at the Walls unit. So yeah, that's a whole nother conversation right there, Richard. But you are absolutely right. But I do know, Richard, to answer your question, I do know why those women end up with those men. Those men, and you know it too. You never understood it, but you know it. Them men got all day, baby. They got all day to sit back and give them compliments that those women ain't heard from anybody. And because those men treat those women better than the men they got at home or the men in the community, those women look forward to, they get more time, more attention from those men in that prison than they do in the community. It's real simple. Them guys show them all kind of love because, hey, I got all day, baby. I got all day. I got all day today. I got all day next week when you work this block again. So that's a good one, Richard. That's a real good one. And that honestly deserves its own show. So, yeah, we'll get with that one. But here, the men that I'm talking about tonight, the Shero, the men that I want to talk about that she's handling tonight. First of all, we're going to start out with the sorry-ass man. The sorry-ass man. The man that looks good. He might be tatted up. He might have, one time, this man right here might have, he hung low. He gonna reach in you. He gonna do good things to you. Okay, all right. He gonna do that. Okay, but when this man right here, when you get up, ladies, when you get up in the morning to take yourself to work. You get up, you clean, you wash your butt, you put on your makeup, put on your dress, you do all this good stuff to get ready for work. This man right here is still laying in the bed. Okay? All right? He might even ask you to cook him some breakfast before you leave. Okay? He ain't going nowhere. All day, when you punch that clock, all day, he gonna be laying his ass right on your couch or in your bed. He might not put nothing on more than drawers all day long. He might not go no further than your living room playing his video game all day long. He might sit in your front room and smoke all day long. He might go through every snack, every drink that you got in your house. You bought a brand new jug of punch. And that Negro ain't even got the decency to get him a paper cup, a plastic cup. He take that top off that jug and he drank straight out the jug. He don't want no cup. He ain't got time to look in your cabinet to grab a cup. He ain't worth a damn. This Negro sit on your TV while you at the work spot and watch Pornhub. He watch Pornhub because he got plenty of energy because he ain't using none. The only energy he used last night and this morning was the energy he used on you. But he got plenty left. Because when you got up and left for the worst spot, he was still sitting on the couch or in the bed. This is the man that you choose to go out and say that you are working hard to provide for your family. You can't say it don't happen. I've seen it. I've seen it. I know him. Shout out to him. We laugh about it now, but I know this one. I know a few of these. I know a few of these where the woman left the house to go provide for her and her man because he did what he did when she got back home. But that's all he did. He didn't do anything else. So in my eyes, this is a sorry ass man. This man is not somebody you can build with. That's not saying that you can't get him there. But I don't believe that it's worth your time and effort. My grandpa always said, my grandpa told me, there was one time that my grandpa, I woke up sick. My grandpa used to drive a school bus. Shout out to Odell Cooper, R.I.P. too. And for those that rode the bus with Odell Cooper, man, matter of fact, take a shot for him. Take a shot for the great Odell Cooper, man. Drove that bus for Crockett ISD for many years. All right. So my grandpa told me one morning when I woke up, I was getting ready to go to school, and he told me, he say. I asked him, I was sick, I wasn't feeling good, and he told me, he say, Brandon, he say, I asked him, could I stay at the house? And he said, no, you can't stay at the house. He said, because you can't live better off my money than I do. I'm gonna say that again. My grandpa told me I couldn't stay at the house because he said I can't live better off his money than he does. Okay? All right? So if he told me if I leave you at the house, you gonna run that. They didn't have central heat and air down there in the country. In my grandpa's house, we had those AC units. He said you gonna run this unit all day long. You gonna run my TV all day long. You gonna eat up everything in the refrigerator. And therefore, you will be living better off my money than I am because I'll be at work. Now, you're going to get your ass in this car. And you're going to ride on up here and you're going to get on this bus and we're going to head out, get these kids and we're going to drop you off at school. If you wake up in the morning, I don't care if he just dicked you down. If you wake up in the morning, ladies, and you leave the house, and this man is still laying on your couch. This man is still laying in your bed. And there ain't no plans for him to get up and go put on a suit or put on some slacks and go find him a job. There ain't no plans for him to get up and go grind in the neighborhood, get the lawnmower, put some gas in it, and go find a yard to mow. If you get up and there ain't no plan for him to go rake somebody's leaves, you got a sorry ass man. He don't deserve your time. He don't deserve your efforts. And you need to move on to somebody else. You can do bad by your goddamn self. Miss Candace, does that make sense?
Yeah, you want it tonight?
You have anything you want to add to that?
No, you got it.
Real interesting how when I start talking about the man, I'm on it. Y'all hear that, right?
Listen, I can't speak from a male's perspective. So I think, you're doing a good job in terms of speaking from a male's perspective. But I will say that especially as a young lady, a lot of young women especially, they get into this bad boy thing, right? And I won't even say young women. I don't think there's an age on it. But I think that there's this whole thing about bad boys being more fun. You see? And so when we talk about the Shero wanting to take on projects, that bad boy may be more fun, but also comes with a lot of, how do I put this? Issues.
Shit.
Yeah.
Trash. Shit.
Trash.
That's what it comes with. Trash. It comes with trash. Complete trash. Complete trash. There will be moments of feel good. There will be moments of excitement. There will be moments of thrill because you don't know what the hell this dude gonna get his ass into. But at the same time, at the first of the month, the bills are due. And he can't help he can't put shit on them. He can't put nothing on them. All he can do is step to you and make you feel good. But that feel good is only for the moment. It don't feel good on the 1st. It don't feel good on the 15th. When your light bill is due, he walked the fuck off. When your cable bill is due, he walked the fuck off. The only time he talked to you about money is when you run out of food. The only time he talked to you about money is when he wants a new video game. The only time he talked to you about money is when you have ran out of something to make it where he lives better off your money than you do. Oh, shout out to Miss Pam. Miss Pam say when you leave for work, drop him off at the day labor. You damn right, Miss Pam. Drop his ass off at Home Depot. Drop him off at Home Depot and let him sit up on that corner. Somebody will pick him up. Somebody got some work for him. That's a good idea. But what do my ladies do? They leave him at the house. They leave him at the house. Be ready for me, baby, when I get back home. Shit, he can be ready for you after he put in 8 hours. He got plenty of energy. He can be ready for you after he put in 8. You can have a check ready for you too. Put something toward the bills. All right. So that's your sorry ass man. Lazy. He's sorry. He don't want to do nothing. He don't want to work hard. He don't want to work hard. If you ask that man to get up and go look for a job.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
That's what he gonna tell you.
Bullshit.
That's what he gonna tell you. All right.
Here's my question though. Not everybody presents themselves as a lazy man. Some of them you meet their representative, so you don't know their characteristics. You don't know really who they are until and here's the thing: do you bring them in the house, or maybe even when you're dating them, you don't even figure out who they are until then. So
Define dating because so when you meet this guy, did he have a job? Because the one I'm talking about ain't got no job. He ain't got nowhere to go. He dressed real nice and met you at that club. But that next day, he didn't have nowhere to go. So while you was at work, this man was at the house. He was at somebody else's house. He wasn't at your house yet, but he was at somebody else's house while you was at work. So it doesn't matter how he present himself. At some point, when he's calling you during the day all the time, and you busy putting in the work and sweating at the workplace, well, shit. Somebody, you need to figure out something sometime, don't you? It's got to be a point to where you understand who this guy is. Miss Kelly, the topic is the Shero. The Shero, the woman that believes she can save all men. All right, so here we go. Or save a man. Okay, so here we go. The first man was a sorry ass man. The next man, the man that can't make up his damn mind. Get you a drink. Get you a shot of whiskey. The man that can't make up his damn mind. You know, I'm gonna start with his career. Okay, this man done work construction. This man came out. He said he wanted to be an engineer. He got to college. He saw how hard it was. He went in for 6 months, and then he shut it down. So now he got some student loans. and now you got to get him a job. Then he say he went into construction. He said it was too hot out there. He said he wanted to start his own business. Okay, so you helped invest into this man. I got my hookah already, Miss Kelly. He say he wanted to start his own business. So you helped him invest into his own business. Okay? And now you got those lawnmowers sitting on your back porch. That weed eater ain't even came out the box. He said he wanted to barbecue after that. You went out and bought him 3 barrels. You bought him some wood. You bought him everything he needed. You got more fall. You got enough fall for 3, 4, 5 Thanksgivings sitting in your cabinets. Because you thought he was going to make plates. He ain't barbecued enough meat yet for a Sunday dinner. You brought this man into your home. And he can't make his mind up on a job. So every single time you invest $1 into this sorry ass nigga that can't make up his mind, you wasting money. You wasting your time. You wasting your effort. And then he goes in here and he stigmatizes you again. And just because he puts it on you again, you want to believe in everything that he is. You want to believe in everything that he can be. You want to believe that this man is going to do it this time. So guess what? You invest in him again. You try again. And this time you see, time after time, everything you done bought is sitting on that back porch. Everything that you done bought still resorts in him sitting at the house. You know that man? Do you know that man? Who knows this man that I'm talking about? Who knows this man? This man ain't from Wakanda. This ain't him. This ain't him. This not him. This ain't the man. He might be hung low. He might bring you pleasure for the moment. But he ain't bringing nothing else. He brings nothing else to the table. He can't make his mind up. He can't think past now. Because every time he comes up with a different idea, it fails. Because he gives up before you can get to the promised land. He gives up before he can see success. My grandpa told me another thing. And y'all probably done heard this one before. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. He told me that one time. I remember Javaji Warfield. Shout out to Jay Walker, one of my best friends. I remember Javaji Warfield came to me one time with an insurance business. We're going to be selling insurance. I hopped on that shit with Javaji. Oh, Javaji told me all the stuff that they say at you know, all the conferences, and they send you all these tapes and DVDs after you pay for the little package and all that shit. They send you all this stuff, you know, and they tell you, if you do this, you're gonna resort. These are gonna be the results. These are gonna be the results. This is what you're gonna have. You're gonna make good money, you know, and all while making sure that people have insurance around this country. Oh man, you got a real career here. Oh, I go down to Odell's house. I go tell Odell. I say, Daddy, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich. These people say if I sell this insurance, Daddy, then I'm going to be rich. Odell looked up at me in his chair after a hard day work himself, and he said, shit, son, if it was that easy, everybody be doing it. At that time, I didn't want to hear him. I turned around and walked out the door. 3-4 months later, I threw that damn package, that old package in the trash can. That package wasn't worth a damn. I wasted my money. And that's the same thing you gonna be doing with this dude here that can't make up his mind. That man ain't gonna put no effort into now one of them projects that you have helped him pay for. You know why? Because he didn't have to pay for them himself. All he had to do was tell you that he had a dream. And because you want him to be successful so bad, you want to prove to your friends and your parents and your deacons and your pastor that told, man, that guy don't look like he the one for you. I'll show y'all. I'll show y'all. You stigmatize. You go against everybody that sees who this guy is because he has stigmatized you. He hugged. Oh, you get to spoon with this guy. This guy right here spoons with you like no other. He ain't like no average old 8 to 5 Negro or 12-hour-a-day Negro that's gonna love on you for 10 minutes. Shit, 90 seconds for me. He gonna love on you for a few minutes, and then he gonna turn his ass over in the bed, and he gonna get on his side, and you gonna get on your side. He ain't like that guy. No, because he has been at home all day. He can't make his mind up. He don't know what he want to do. So while you was doing what you was supposed to do all day, this guy was sitting at home waiting on you. He didn't even have the decency to cook you a meal. He can't figure out what he want to do. His mama told him he got time to be patient, but he ain't staying at his mama's house. He's staying at your house. Yeah. He's not staying at your mama's house. He's staying at your house. So he got time as long as he's with you. He got time as long as he's with you. As long as he's at your house, he got time. His mama ain't tripping. You know? So this is the guy that can't make up his mind. This is the guy that can't figure things out. This is the guy that has attempted college, has tried 3 or 4 or 6 different possible careers, including running his own business. And he failed at them all because he wasn't trying that hard anyway. You paid for him. You paid for him. He didn't. All he did was think of something to make his time pass. It sounded good to him until he had to do the work. What you think about that one, Candace?
You know, I have actually met a couple of guys like that.
Here we go.
You know, not that I dated,
Come on now.
but just met several guys that couldn't really make up their mind in terms of what they want to do.
Yeah.
And they kept on spinning their wheels and trying. And, you know, part of me as a woman, I want to cheer them on. You know, I want to stand by them. Now, I'm not going to provide any, you know, support, maybe some advice, financial support, maybe some advice. But part of me as a woman, you know, you hear these ideas and you do want to support them. But when it gets to 9, 10, 11, and 12, then at what point do you stop?
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
All bullshit. It's all bullshit.
A bullshit.
That guy right there. That guy right there will take you through the ringer. He will take you through the ringer, and not only see this is the problem with this guy. Not only do he waste your time, but he wastes your money. Okay? He already wasting the money at the house because he's sitting on your couch. He's sitting on your couch in his drawers or naked. He's sitting his naked ass on your couch.
Now, wait a minute. Now you're going a little too far. Sitting naked on your couch, on your sofa.
Where did you leave him? He ain't got nowhere to go. Where did you leave him? Shit. Hell yeah, he got his naked ass on your couch. He ain't got no reason to dress up. This Negro ain't even gonna go to the mailbox for you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So this is the guy that can't make up his mind. This is the guy that not only wastes your money, your time, but your money. He wastes your money. He wastes your money, guys. Because he got you investing into multiple opportunities for him, and none of them are panning out. Get rich quick. That's what he actually believes he can do. He believes he can get rich quick. All right? And it just does not exist. That doesn't exist. Getting rich quick. All right? So here we go. Somebody know that guy? Y'all know that guy? All right? Yeah, you know. So here's the key. Here's the crazy part about tonight. This is the crazy part. It's going to be, a lot of people are going to sit here and listen to it. They ain't gonna want to comment on it because if they've been with this guy, they ain't gonna want to tell you they've been with him. That's the problem. That's the problem. And that's where we are different. Because we salute the real here, guys. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to say you fucked up. It's okay to say you was with this guy before. If you was with him, you was with him. But if you with him right now, let his ass go. You need to put him on the, hey, by the end of the month, by the end of the week. I tell you what, like Pam said, until we get you something, you got to get your ass up out of here when I leave. You don't get to stay at this house when I go. I know several parents that have told their kids that when they turn 18, they didn't leave off to college, they didn't go to some type of what is it? To trade school to get a certification or something like that. Y'all remember acrimony? Hey!
I was actually just thinking about that.
We talked about that. We talked about that, Miss Kelly. So, and that's crazy that you brought that up, because here's the deal. First of all, 9 times out of 10, let me speak for the black women. Most black women ain't gonna hang in there as long as she hung in there. It just ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you that right now. And honestly, I can't blame them. I can't blame them. That lady said she was working 2 jobs. And this nigga was sitting at his house creating more problems. Miss Kelly, that's exactly the guy I'm talking about. He was creating more problems. It was a time when he came home and that man had hooked that machine up to her house and messed up all the electricity in the house. Blew the whole box out. So not only was he not working, he was creating more bills for this woman.
She lost a house behind him.
She lost her house behind him. Her sisters giving him a job lost their best client behind him. No. Most black women ain't gonna stay in there with him, Miss Kelly. I can tell you that right now. They're not gonna hang in her with him. So if they miss out on that money, they miss out on that money. Now, on the flip side of it, that guy know he had messed up so bad. He know that he had messed over that woman so bad, including when he cheated on her, getting her so angry that she rammed that Jeep into that trailer. And when she rammed that Jeep into that trailer, she hit the wheel and it messed up her life. She could not have kids. She couldn't have kids after that. Okay? She crushed her body up against that in some way, and ended up saying she couldn't have kids. So he knew that he had destroyed a lot of her life, and took her through so much that man wrote her a check for $10 million. Wasn't that correct?
I think it was
$10 million.
It was something like that. But see, by then, with women, it wasn't even about the money at that point. But I will say to that man's credit.
Hold on. You got to get a man the props. That man gave her $10 million. There's a lot of niggas out here who wouldn't give you shit. You left him. That man ended up being homeless before old girl came and got him. You left him. You gave up on him at some point. And rightfully so. I'm not saying that she shouldn't have. But she did give up on him. Okay? And so when she gave up on that man, by the way, go watch this movie, guys, if y'all hadn't seen it. Acrimony. Unbelievable.
They're actually supposed to be coming out with a part 2.
I don't know. Is that really true?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's really true. Because she supposedly died at the end of the ocean. But you know how that goes. They can always bring you back if they want to. But go watch that movie if y'all haven't seen it by Tyler Perry. Unbelievable movie. But he gave her 10. There's a lot of men that wouldn't have gave her nothing. But he gave her 10 million at the end because he know, once his project finally hit, because he knew he had messed that woman's life up. He knew he had messed up. She couldn't have kids. He had took her through so much. He had messed up her relationship with her sisters. Like so much of that woman's life, all her life, dwelled around him and trying to provide for him. And it was all for him because she couldn't have kids because of him. Okay? So he knew he had messed a lot of this woman's life up. And he gave that woman 10 million. At that point, that woman didn't give a damn about that money. She wanted what he had talked about. She wanted the dream. She wanted the dream. She wanted everything he had talked about. The penthouse that he talked about. The yacht. And everything that came with that. And he talked about naming the yacht, I think, after her or whatever. He ended up naming it after the woman that, that he ended up marrying and having a kid with, by the way. He ended up having a kid with this woman. So it was just a lot. It was a lot that went on with that movie. But that movie was excellent. But that's a guy. That does remind you of that guy. This guy that keeps having this project, and he says it's going, baby, just hang in here with me. It's gonna pop at some point. Just don't give up on me. Hang tough with me, and we're gonna make this happen. If you just don't give up on me, if you keep grinding, if you keep working, if you hang in there, I promise you, I'm gonna take care of us one day, and you're gonna have it all. All right, so. That's the guy that can't make up his mind. All right. Our final man. This is the man that puts everyone else above you. This is a sorry ass man that he's on his ass. You do everything you can to help the guy, but he still puts everybody above you. If his mama called him, no matter what your plans were, he got to get to his mama ASAP. What his mom needed, what his mom wants, what his mom is asking him to do is more important than you. If his kids call him, no matter how old they are, these could be grown kids, full puberty. But if his kids call him, and they want him to do something, they want him to take them somewhere, they need his money, the little bit of money that he got. Here he go, jumping in your car with your gas to take $20, $30 to them. But you just called in the light bill, and he didn't put $5 on that. So the kids come before you. If his homeboys call him, they going through some things. He's going over to the house in your car with your gas to be Dr. Phil to the homeboys. If the homeboys call him and they in a skirmish, you hear me? If they in some shit, here he come, Mr. Get Bad. He grabbed your pistol in your car with your gas. He headed out the house to help them. What was that energy at when everybody was at the job? Everybody comes before you. His friends, if they want to go out, some way, somehow, He got $20, $30 to sit at the bar and chill with his friends. He ain't got 2 nickels to rub together to take you out to Long John Silver. He got time for his friends. He got time for his mom. He got time for his kids. But he ain't got time for you. The only time he has time for you is when your legs are open.
Or the first of the month.
Or the first of the month. Well, he's ducking and dodging on the first of the month, first of all, until you get them bills paid. But then he might come back after you get the bills paid because he gonna need a couple of dollars to get around for himself. He gonna need a couple of dollars from you to go to the dice game. He gotta make it to the Sugar Shack. He can't go to the Sugar Shack with no money. He gonna try to flip that $20 you gave him at the Sugar Shack. If I get 2 or 3 rolls and bet on one of my homies, I can turn this 20 into a 60. I can turn that 60 into 140. So he came around to get a little bit of money from you. Because he had to go to the Sugar Shack. But he took that money and he went straight back out with his friends. This is the man that got time for everybody else but you. You asked him to get up and go to Sunday school with you. He was making his bets for the morning. He was finishing up his bets. He was finishing up his parlay. He had a parlay on the NFL games. He had to finish that up. He had time to go to Sunday school with you. But the money he's spending on his parlay is the money that came from your check. He had time for his parlay. This ain't even a human. It's a bet. He had time for his parlay. But he didn't have time for you. This is the man that only has time for you when it benefits him. Yet you hanging up with him because you a Shero. You believe that you can save this man. You believe that you can turn him around. You believe that you can take them flooding breeches he got on and you can turn them into decent pants. But the moment you turn them into decent pants, he's taking them off in somebody else's house. You believe that you can take them dirty ass, wrinkled up ass shirts he got and you can turn them into nice polos. But the moment that you turn it into a nice polo, somebody else is ironing it because he's going out with them. You believe that you can turn them shoes, them Team Jordans that he been wearing for 2 years. You believe you can turn them Team Jordans into a nice pair of tennis. I myself like Vapor Max. My daughter just bought me some, what was them shoes? What them shoes called? Hokers. God damn, they feel like you walking on pillows. Thank you to my daughter if she see this. Shout out to my daughter for my birthday. My birthday just passed and my daughter bought me some Hokers. They feel like you walking on pillows. I would never buy them damn shoes. It look like you walking on pillows. It look like you walking on pillows. They got all this extra cushion and they make you stand up high like you got platforms on. But they feel great on your feet. Life changes as you get older. Life changes as you get older. When them old dogs start hurting, Hokers feel good to you. Brooks feel good to you. Saucony's feel good to you. Shit, they sure do. They feel good. I mean, that's this man, he might be too good. He might be too cool for Hokers. He might not understand Yeah, you know. But if he do, she took him out of them old ass team joints he been wearing, and she put him in some hokers. Okay? This the woman that do this for him. Yet the moment that his mama call and say she need her yard mowed, he gone to mow his mama yard. He'll go mow his mama yard, but he won't use that mow that he got behind the house that you bought him for his business to go make some money with. Brian said, I forgot Chucks. No, Brian, I ain't forget Chuck. Chuck got the more hard bottoms. I can't do nothing with Chucks. It feel like you walking on rocks to me. I ain't never liked Chucks. My personal opinion. I ain't never liked Chucks. You know, I see a lot of people wear Chucks because you got all the different colors and stuff, but I ain't never liked Chuck. But this is a guy that this woman will buy him the shoes. She'll buy him the boots to go to work. She'll buy him the long sleeve shirts he need, the eyewear, the protection he need. She'll buy everything for him to go to work and make some money, but he can't keep the job, or he can't decide on the job, or everybody else is more important to him after he gets the job. This is a guy that will leave the job and go chill with other people because they matter more than him making a check. And the only reason this guy is going to change is if you change. You got to change. You got to let it be known that, Negro, you can't take advantage of me no more. You got to let it be known that you will not leave this nigga at your house while you at the work spot. You putting in time. And his ass got to go put in time too. And you gotta matter. You gotta mean as much or more than everybody else. First of all, you gotta be number one according to the show me and Candace just had. Ain't that right? That's right. I know you ain't his wife yet, but you treating him like he your husband. Sounds like he's shacking to me if he laying up in your house. If he laying up in your house, you shacking. So you got to be number one, especially if you paying all the bills. You got to be number one. You got to make sure that all these other people know that, hey, I'm making it happen for this Negro. And unless y'all going to do the same. Say Brian showing his age with them chucks, huh, Tommy? Hey, Brian, you showing your age with old Chuck Taylor. You gotta let it be known that I am the one that's taking care of this Negro. Unless you gonna take care of his sorry ass. Unless you gonna try to bring him back to where I believe he can be, then I must come first. And if you don't come first, his ass gotta get the fuck out the house. He got to go. He got to go. Let me tell you something. They make toys that you can satisfy yourself with until you can find you a real man. Don't they? Don't they? Don't they? They make toys. If that's all he doing. They make toys for that. Hey, like I said, you can do bad by yourself. So here we go. We talked about the Shero, the woman that believed that she could change this man. And we talked about briefly, we talked about the abusive man, you know what I'm saying? I didn't put that as one of my people in here. I just said that that's a man that if you're getting abused, you need to move around. You need to move around immediately. It is not cool. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It is not cool to get hit once. It is not cool to continuously get verbally abused either. It's not cool. All right. So if you're dealing with that, You see me right now, guys. I'm not playing. Go, leave, get the hell out of there. Okay, that's not the place for you. That's not the man for you. It's not cool. All right, so that's that. But the men we talked about tonight are the sorry ass man. The man that sits on his ass and got nothing for nobody. The man that ain't got time to do anything but basically provide penis. That's all he doing. That's all he doing. He ain't cleaning shit at your house. He ain't put that apron on. He ain't did nothing. He ain't washed your car. He ain't raked the leaf. He ain't did nothing. Then we talk about the man that can't make his mind up. The man that done had 4 or 5 different careers, including his own jobs. He wanted to be an entrepreneur. And every time he wanted to be an entrepreneur, you invested in it. You believed in it when nobody else did. You know, you gave money to his dream. But it wasn't his dream. Because the moment it got hard, his sorry ass quit. His sorry ass gave up. We talked about that man. And then finally we ended with the man that puts everyone, and I mean everyone, above you. The man that leaves out the house every single time his mom calls him. The man that wants to go out all the time with his friends but don't seem to have money to take you out to a restaurant. The man that leaves every single time his kids call. You know, wanting to be, he want to be Mr. Get Bad. He want to be the man. He want to be the one that act like he got money and he bringing money over to the kids at their apartment. But he ain't got no money. That's your money. That's your money out the ashtray. That's your money out the armrest in your car. That's that $30, $40 you got sitting in the armrest in case you leave your wallet at home. That's that money. That ain't no money he done earned. But he got the kids above you. He got his mom above you. He got his friends above you. He got he'd rather go to the gambling shack than spend time with you. If this is the man that you got, trash. Goddamn trash. But ladies, it's on you. And with that, my final point. Ladies, we're dealing with this man right here. Here's what I want you to understand when it comes to looking for a man, period. There is nothing wrong. You hear me? There is nothing wrong with grinding hard for a man. Nothing wrong with helping him to be everything he desires to be. Matter of fact, there's nothing wrong with it at all. This is what you should do. Okay? You should help a man that you're going to be with to be the best him he can be. Alright? You're going to see things in him that he don't see in himself. It's your job, ladies, to make him believe in himself when he may not believe in himself. Just like my wife has done for me. Ain't that right, Candace?
Yepper.
That's right. There are times that my wife has helped me to believe in something that I could possibly do when I didn't think I could do it myself. So not only should you help him grind, not only should you invest time into him, it's the right thing to do. You should do this. However, but here's the deal. But the grind, he has to grind hard. He has to be willing to help himself. He got to be willing to grind hard for himself. Nobody's going to invest time into you until you invest time into yourself. Nobody's going to invest money into you until you invest money into yourself. If you don't do it for yourself, then a woman shouldn't do it for you. You hear me, ladies? If he's not investing time into himself, then you shouldn't be investing time into him. That's it. That's it. If you see this man and you see that he's grinding hard and he's giving it his all, but he needs a tweak here and there. He needs a tweak. He needs somebody to help him out here and there, to help him figure out a few things here and there. Have his back. Have his back. Okay? Have his back. Be there for him. Support him. Be his Shero. And that man will turn out to be somebody amazing. But make sure that he grinds for himself just as hard as you are grinding for him. That's it. That's it. That's it. Candace, what do you think about that before we get out of here?
I'd like to say that the views and opinion expressed on Salute the Real are the views and opinion of Sir Coop,
Him.
Brandon Cooper,
I am him.
and they do not necessarily represent the views and opinions of our sponsors, volunteers.
I am him.
Viewer discretion advised.
I am him. I say what everyone else is afraid to say. Hey, that's been my time, guys. We're going to get out of here. We want to thank you for supporting us. Thank you for spending some time with us, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Guys, it's only going to get worse. Yeah, I'm barely scratching the surface. I have so much stuff up in my head. Y'all don't even have a clue. You see, majority, this is just stuff off the dome. I think about this kind of stuff. I had these conversations all the time. So it's only going to get worse, which means it's only going to get better. All right? Y'all stay up, stay real. Salute the real. Salute those that stay real and stay your ass around them people. Stay away, avoid the fake. All right? Stay away from them. If they sugarcoating and smiling in your face all day long, they want something. Or it ain't real. Stay away from them. All right? Y'all stay up. Like, subscribe. Much love to y'all. From me and Candace. Salute.